Going on, everyone? It's your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, along with your co-host Black Knight, aka Coffee.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Your boys in the building. We on another episode of the Postal Blue Podcast. This is episode 7, if I'm not mistaken. Episode 7, again, it's more like 10 because of our 0.5s, but the official episode number is 7 of the Postal Blue Podcast. Y'all make sure you hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Sharing is caring. Make sure your coworkers hear this on every episode for things that might pertain to them or benefit them. Make sure your customers hear this for things that might help you or help them or benefit them as well. We're gonna go ahead and get this intro out the way.
Welcome to another amazing studios session. Subscribe to the Postal Blue Podcast on all streaming platforms and check out Amazing Studios on YouTube for video content. Also follow the Postal Blue Podcast community on X, formerly known as Twitter. We appreciate all the support we're getting and thanks for listening.
There we go. Episode 7. Episode 7, another week down in the post office.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with your boy Coffee?
Man,
how you feeling over there, man?
I'm feeling like, we almost on Labor Day. So, feeling pretty good, ready to get the week going, but, glad to have off Monday. Hopefully everybody, still in the fight, ready to fight, standing up for what's right, doing what's right, make it all right. It's a long fight, but you know what I'm saying?
They let you off Monday?
I'm off Monday, man.
They let you off Monday, though?
Hey, man, I'm off Monday,
That's the question. Did they let you off Monday?
Well, I subscribe.
They like to kidnap people. They used to really like to kidnap people back in the day, but
I subscribe to the part of freedom of if you set yourself up to do things that you want to do, can't nobody make you do stuff you don't want to do. So that's kind of what Postal Blue Podcast stands for. Knowing what you can do, knowing what you're fighting for. And if you continue to do the good fight, you'll have all these good things and all these good civil things that we should have as a body, which serves a great company. So I don't think nothing's wrong with the post office. I think we just need to do a couple tweaks, get a couple bad apples out of there, and therefore we can make our company continue to be great, continue to be the cornerstone branch that it always has been. So we just got to keep doing the thing, man. I'm happy. I'm feeling good, feeling strong. So, we're going to go ahead and take off on, you said this is episode number 7?
Yep, episode 7.
Oh, man, look, 7 is a great number, man. Throw your 7s up for my boy Mello out there. Let's get it, man.
I think you can throw your 7s up for me next month.
It's going to be your birthday,
about a
right?
month and 6 days to the B-Day, you know what I'm saying, on the 7th.
Okay.
Next month.
Would you, anything you looking for your birthday before we kick off?
Nachos
every year.
The old lady every year on the 7th. October 7th is National Nacho Day.
Nacho Day.
Tortilla chips, different types of Doritos, whatever chip that you can imagine, different meats, sauces. Like it's you know what I'm saying? You think I'm Hispanic the way the old lady do it up in there, you know what I'm saying? It's National Nacho Day. You know what I'm saying? Up in my house.
LA.
Every October 2nd.
LA, we got to start over. You got to can this one, bro. On some of yours, you having some technical issues. Your mic went in and out on some of it. I can see you talking, so I know you was talking during it, but it skipped a little part in there. I don't know if you want to keep going and you want to edit it out or what.
It's showing up at the bottom in whatchamacallit.
Okay, maybe just on my end. My bad. I apologize.
Oh, mic check. Yeah. It's showing up down there.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just showing up small or something like that.
All right. Well, make sure you edit that part out that I said there. But yeah, hey, that's what's up. Nacho Day for October the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go over to X and send my boy LA Styles. You know what I'm saying? No birthday wishes, man. Another year, some more greatness, some more things he got to come. So, make sure y'all send my guy October the 7th, LA Day. Let's get it.
Big facts.
Yes, sir.
It's been I won't say it's been a good week. It's been a tiresome week because of training. I'm like training a PTF and I'm training a supervisor, a new supervisor in the same week.
Damn.
So my schedule hasn't been I don't know what the word I'm looking for, the term I'm looking for, but my schedule hasn't been the most conducive or the most productive for me. For other people, it's been working out, but for me, it's kind of been off like crazy. But it should be back on a little bit this week, and then having issues with new PTFs in general, new PTFs.
What kind of
I'll
issues?
talk about that maybe on the 0.5. Man, New PTFs coming in thinking they regulars.
I know. Irritating.
And like, okay, example, right? A PTF got by themselves. Now we have a regular that's on a detail downtown, right? But she's limited duty.
Okay.
So she's on a detail downtown. So when this young lady finished her training, with Mike, I pretty much, when I was still on the desk, I pretty much was putting her on that same route consistently, like every day. Mm-hmm. Now, up until maybe early last week, she might have been at her 4 or 5 weeks in, right?
Right.
So, if anybody know the circumstances, you're not allowed to have a hold in that amount of time, right?
Correct.
So I was just assigning her, and she could do it. She was doing it, knocking it out, casing and carrying, right?
Oh, that's what's up.
So, our second highest senior PTF was recently bumped off his hold down because the route that he was on got a new regular, and the regular started not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before. So now this lady has an attitude, right? Because he chose to put a hold down on that route. Now he's been in probably almost a year, 8 months, 9 months, something like that. But at this time, He chose that he wanted that route, which is open for him, right? So now she's on another route. So now she's complaining and almost kind of like throwing tantrums. I mean, that's what it seemed like. If you hear some of the conversations, almost like kind of throwing a tantrum that she's no longer doing that route. Why is he on her route? And it's like, it's not your route. It was never your route. The fact that you got a hold down means it's not your route. That it's somebody else's route that you're temporarily holding down, right? But you don't even have the time in to do a hold down. So now that she's on other routes, now she's dragging out what seems to be, air quotes, seemingly dragging out doing other routes because she's upset that she has to do any other route outside of that route. And I don't know if orientation is doing it any justice. I don't know if I should put it on orientation. I don't know if it's the PTF / new CCAs who don't have this understanding of how the system go, or how much say so they think that they have, and them doing overtime once they reach a certain increments and things like that. Like they really just don't know. And then they think you messing with them when you explaining how the system go. Like, no, like that's not how it goes. But so things like that, like going into, let's say, Saturday, she comes in Saturday. Now because she was doing it, I removed the casing from her. You report at 9,
right?
Told management. She reports at 9. Remove the casing from her. Last time she cased on this same route, she took almost 3 hours to case, then went out on the street and brought back 3 hours of mail.
Okay,
that's not good standing with me. That's not good standing. But I'll know why you doing it. Okay, Cool. So I'm not gonna even say it's an issue. I'ma fix the problem. I know what the issue is. I'ma fix the problem because the problem is the mail coming back. Cool. I removed the casing
Right.
so you can get this mail done. Now we ain't got to worry about mail coming back in. Now she feels some type of way towards that. Well, other people get to come in, they case and carry, but other people come in, they case and carry, and they don't bring back mail.
So true.
So I got to help you fix the problem. If that seems to be an issue from you, I can't take all the street from you and just allow you to case all day. But I can take the casing from you and allow you to walk mail all day. Fix the problem. Now, most PTF, listen, you might want to fix the problem or talk to somebody before your management has to fix the problem. Which might not be in your favor or your benefit, but it's called managing for a reason, whether you like it or not. When I came in, not everybody can case and carry. Sometimes they used to wait to after your 90 days before they let you case. You just had to walk mail consistently.
True.
Some days you used to come in after you hit a certain period of time, because our training was 2 weeks for the 8-hour situation. You could come in and you would mess around and get 12 hours of mail assigned to you of all walking. You ain't got no casing today. You can almost carry a route, and then when you finish that, carry another route. That's your 12. Carrying 2 whole routes that day. So when we got a hold down, it was like a blessing to be able to case and carry, because you knew you have a period of time where you didn't have to walk mail. You know what I'm saying? And they clearly don't know that part of the game or that part of the system. And it's almost like the new military, like this generation, almost for the younger people, that like they almost want you to baby them. And it's like I personally can't baby nobody, because I see the people that got babied in the last generation within the last year or two who shouldn't have made it, who made it, and we stuck with them, and I refuse to be stuck with someone else like them in my station. So that's not gonna happen now. You know what I'm saying? At least not on my watch. But she came in, and to carry the route, she said to me, I'm not on the desk at the time, that she had told the closer yesterday that she was unavailable for overtime, right? That she had a doctor's appointment. This on a Saturday. Cool. So I didn't see the opener, and I had to finish packing up my stuff and leaving. So I left. I called like an hour later to the station to go over with the opener what her schedule was, right? I said, I'm trying to verify how much time she has. She said she has the 6 hours for that route, and then she has 2 hours on another route. Okay, that's 8 hours. Okay, I need you to send a message to her, because she said she talked to the closer yesterday and that she was not available for overtime. So I need you to send a message, REM text to her, letting her know that she don't have overtime. She has 6 hours here, 2 hours there. She sent him REM's message. While I'm on the phone with the opener, on the opener's personal line, the carrier calls the work phone on speaker on the work phone. I can hear in the background talking to the opener. I don't know if that's gonna work for me. I said I was unavailable for overtime to him, so and so. And the opener said, well, you don't have any overtime. You assigned 8 hours. Well, last time I did this route, it took me to 5:45. So I told the opener, so why would it take her from 9 a.m. to 5:45 on a route she's carried multiple times? No extra mail, no extra whatever the case, this, that, or other. Why would it have took her to 5:45? Plus, I can't schedule you, because now you like a medium range PT. I can't schedule you and say, hey, you can get, here goes 6, but you can take 9.5 on it, and I'm just not going to give you quote unquote overtime. No, not giving you overtime is I'm not going to assign you anything over the 8. Cool. Because everybody still got to get assigned what they assigned to a degree. Cool. She said, well, so the opener asked, so what you meant was you're not available to have an 8-hour day, is what you're saying. Because, right, if you're saying you can't do the 2 hours, then you should be only doing the 6 on any type of leeway, maybe 6:30, maybe 6:40, but I can't give you 8 hours with the 6 hours that you have on a route that you've carried multiple times, and I've already showed that you can get it done in 6. right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, um, that right there. After that, because then Oprah's like, "Well, I'll call you back. I look up stuff and call you back." As soon as she got the phone, I was like, "Nah, I'm moving her. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I ain't got time for that. Either that or I'll cut you loose." Right? Because at this point, going into prior to that, for whatever few days before that, the closer called to check on her, say, how much you got left? Because you still got your 2 hours here. Oh, I got 3 splits and I got a lot of packages. He asked her, "Well, why do you have a lot of packages if you only got 3 splits?" She said, "Aren't you doing your packages with your mail?" She say, "Sometimes, but I gotta do what's comfortable for me." However it came, they got off the phone. However it came. I don't know if she hung up, he hung up. He said he called her back, whatever the case is. He put the mail in the truck, go outside, find her, open the vehicle. There's 1 split, no packages. He got to her 5 minutes after the call. Now, and I feel like y'all harassing me. Man, I ain't got time for the games, bro. I ain't got time for the games because you got an attitude about not being on this route that's not your route in the first place. Get right or get left. I'm not asking you to do pivots. I'm not asking you to do whatever the case is. I'm not asking you to do nothing extra, so and so, so and so. I'm asking you to do what you come here to be assigned to do. That's all.
Correct.
And you're getting assigned to do things that you're capable of assigned to doing. You came in saying you're unavailable for overtime and then changed that into you unavailable for any type of time. Oh, I left a part out. So when she said the thing about the doctor's appointment, the opener, I had asked her, "What time is your doctor's appointment?" Right? She said, "Well, I was told I could just come in when I finish working." Things like that, man. If that's the attitude that you have to me, I mean, it might come off personal to me. I mean, and it shouldn't. But again, we work with too many bad carriers already, or people with bad attitudes already. You making something a problem that ain't no problem. Ain't nobody sweating you, ain't nobody hassling you. But I can't allow a group of maybe 6 PTFs and one come in and think that because I feel some type of way, I should be allowed to do less than everybody else. Because I feel some type of way. Until I no longer feel some type of way, I feel like I should just be able to do less, but y'all still pay me the same. And that's it. Like we gotta deal with you. No, you gotta deal with the job or you get cut loose. Like the military is, or used to be. This is what the military rules is. Either you can fit in with the military or you don't fit in with the military.
You fit
Now
in or
we
fit
gonna
out.
change the rules to benefit you, and because the new generation is sensitive, let's all cater to their feelings. Man, this is work, man. This is work, y'all. This is work, man. I'm not your friend. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your relative. No, none of that. I'm a person that's gonna come in, give you the information, get you trained the right way of doing things, and I'm there for you on the workroom floor for anything that happens. I'm gonna let you know when something's not right, something is right, something inappropriate. Hey, you're gonna have to fight this another way or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, this is it. This is mismanaging. That's not whatever the case is. I'm gonna tell you that. But when you just playing games, I don't deal with the playing the games. Especially coming from somebody that used to be out there with the 12, 13, 14, 15s and having to go out there and continually help people that was playing games.
True.
I shouldn't have to help nobody that's playing games. So now when I'm a regular, when I see people that's come in and attempting to play some type of game, it don't sit well with me. Because I remember having to have way longer days and put way more mileage on my legs to have people like you around. Just do what you gotta do. Go ahead, Coffee.
The problem is, I think a lot of people get this notion that it is easy to be a mail carrier because they see their local mail carrier walking down the street and it looks very with no effort in what they're doing. That just means they're proficient at what they do. My problem with new people is this is an art form. This is a skill, right? Any skill that you're working on is going to be difficult in the beginning. But we pay you to go through that difficult time as you learn the skill. One of the skills you need to learn is how to listen, how to follow direction, how to understand that we're not paying you to tell us what you can and cannot do. It's a job, literally, just a job. Any job you go to, you have rules and regulations. You have things that performance of the job is what the job is. You're mad because you're not on a certain route. Okay, you can be mad. You're entitled to how you feel, but we're entitled to work you. That's not part of it. You get mad because you're not getting what you want, so now you ain't gonna work. That's not what you do. When you come to work, you work. You upset about something? Cool. Call one of your coworkers and complain to them. Go talk to, like I tell people all the time, go talk to your management. Just go holler at them and be like, hey, is there any way that I can get on that route again? Learn why you're not on the route. If you would have just talked to management, they would have said, we don't have a problem with you being on the route. Somebody just put a hold down on it. Therefore, by the bylaws, you don't get to do the route. So when you get that much time in, you can put a hold down in. But you're going to become what management identifies as the whole. Management identifies that everybody has that characteristic, and the reason why we're not performing in the metrics the way that where they feel like we should is because carriers are doing what you're doing. No matter how mad you make me, I'm gonna go out and do my job the way it's supposed to be done. Every morning I wake up, I gotta look myself in the face and I gotta tell myself, hey, I gotta come to work the way I'm supposed to come to work. That's just the bottom line. We can't have a organization hire people who believe they're bigger than the organization. The organization is not bigger than the organization. Managers are not bigger than the post office. Carriers are not bigger than the post office. Clerks are not bigger than the post office. Nobody is bigger than the post office. We are the collective that makes up the post office. And if everybody does their job, we have completed one day. We got to rinse, repeat. When you're coming in, ingratiate yourself to the people who are trying to show you the way. But I can tell you this, I'm gonna be very stern. If you don't want to do the job right, go to Walmart. Go to Family Dollar. Go somewhere where those excuses apply. Don't come up messing up my where I make my money at. Don't come up here.
And to clarify
Go ahead.
with that, the post office, like the military and like other jobs, it's not just those who like other jobs. There's a structured system that's in the contract. This is documented stuff that you can't change. And no matter who you are as a single individual, it's not going to change for you.
Correct.
Things have to be done a certain way. And if it's not that way, it's going to get corrected until it gets back into that way. Right? They're not going to come in and can change something that's contractual. Right? That's contractual.
Yes.
They say, we can't do this. They're not going to change that for you. If you want a job that don't have that type of structure, then you're supposed to go to the places like Coffee State that don't have that type of structure. When you go to places that have unions,
come on,
they have contracts on how things are done. Those unions don't bend the rules around you because the contract says there is no bending of the rules for you. Otherwise, I should have bent the rules for the people before you and the people before them and the people before them. And I wasn't allowed to do it then, and I'm not allowed to do it now until that's no longer in the union contract. I don't know if a lot of y'all just not used to union jobs, but the world don't bend around you. The system don't bend around you. And when you first come to the post office in your first 90 days, hiring you fully is on management side. You get some protection in the union. But in your first 90 days, and really they're going to say 80 because they're going to do your third review at your 80 days. If they feel some type of way about your attendance, about your work performance, about your attitude, they have the right not to keep you, and the union can't do anything about that.
Facts.
Because you don't have that type of protection until after your 90. So if you come in and think I'm just finna play games and I'm gonna make it, maybe you done heard the wrong advice or the wrong information from people. Right now, because it looks like there's a lot of y'all here, PTFs here, that's not gonna cut it. Back in the day, where the post office felt like they was down during COVID and after COVID and up until about a year ago or so, you might have got that off.
Yep.
Because we got people that's regulars now who got that off. Right now, because of so many of y'all, you're not getting that off
at all.
You're not getting that off. You're not gonna make it to your 90 days. I'm sorry. I done let four people go within the last 3.5 to 4 weeks before they 60 days was up. And I ain't got no problem doing it again. As badly as some people might need the help, we don't need bad carriers neither. If you're gonna be slow, you're gonna be behind, at least be cold with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even putting nobody on time. At least be cold with it. Hey, listen, dude right there, he a little bit slow. He a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, on the slower side, but his job gets done. He don't bring back no mail. He gonna be out there for whatever the case is, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't have the type of attitude and carry it like that, and then you don't even complete your job, and you bringing back mail and bringing back packages, and then just walking out the building, not telling nobody nothing, not whatever the case. You just gone because you feel some type of way, got some type of attitude. You can actually get in trouble like that.
Right, and we're not saying when we say speed, what we're saying is normal working speed. We're not telling you to run. We ain't telling you to sprint. We are telling you, if you have shown us that you have an ability to get something done in a certain time, get it done in that time. And if you're sick, then you're a little slower than your normal pace. That's understandable. But you can't be where you've been doing something in 8 hours. Now you want to tell me to take you 12. That just ain't gonna.
And ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing gonna change. Look,
you done did it for 3-4 days in a row. Ain't no extra mail, ain't no extra packages, ain't no extra nothing. The route clean. You done did it in, let's say your street time, you done did it in 6:30 the whole time. Now all of a sudden you doing it in 9:30 with no extra whatever the case is. And the only thing that's changed since last time you did it on time was your attitude.
Right.
That's not gonna fly. Again, you got way more leeway, way more coverage and things of that nature after your 90 days, but you got to get through your 90 days first. That's what you got to understand. That's what the new generation, that's what y'all got to understand right now.
And you got to understand, the post office is in we're at this point in time, the old guard is almost out. The carriers with the 30, 40 years, 25 years of service, they are actually leaving. So you say, what do that mean? What that mean is that we're finna go through a time where the new carriers is finna start putting that time in. It's going to be less turnover. Less turnover means it's less opportunity to hire new people. And where you have 25 people fighting for one spot, hey, you gonna have to be on your A game. And this ain't about running. This ain't about kissing butt. This is about just doing the job the way your skill set can do the job. We want you here if you want to be here. We want you to be the change that we want to see. We want you to be in the fight that we're in. But you can't come in and be a liability. I'm not about to babysit nobody because they just want to have a bad attitude for the next 6 months because, people keep asking me why I keep messing up their route. The question, that's why they asking you, because nobody understands why you keep doing it. You don't know what you're doing? Yeah, but ain't no buts. If you in this craft, we believe that you can do the job correctly. That's why we call you brother. That's why we call you sister. If you're having problems, let us know. Tell us what's going on out there. A lot of us been around for a long time. We'll saw a lot of things. and we have saw lazy. We have saw we don't give a damn. And we don't want to keep saying it. Because you are the guys or the women who's giving all of us a bad name. You are the people who they keep saying all of us are, when it's only like 250 of you guys spread it all over the place, but that 250 is making all us look bad. Our customers are tired of having carriers who's trying to get in that just bad. So we got
now watch this. Watch this,
go
Kobe.
ahead.
Now I know you're gonna have a problem with this, but people, you should have a problem with this. But at the same time, you part of the problem, but you should have a problem with what I'm about to say. Right. What I'm about to say. Right. We have forward-facing customers, meaning these are people that we see individually, typically every day, 5 to 6 days a week. Right. So let's say you feel some type of way, so you just keep on not delivering all your mail, right? Let's say you doing that puts the station in a predicament not to be able to get it all delivered. What if I delivered that mail the next day? Or what if I did it later that day? And the people who ask me, hey man, the mail late, man. What happened? I say, hey man, this mail was assigned to so-and-so name, first name, last name. So, you know what I'm saying? And they keep on just not delivering your stuff. They keep on just bringing it back to the office. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my best. I come out here, get it done. But if you see that, you know what I'm saying, oh boy or oh girl just intentionally not want to deliver your mail. The next day, same thing again. Hey, bring your stuff back again, man. You know what I'm saying? Who did that? So-and-so, first name, last name. Keep on. Now, when you get out there, they start questioning you about it. Like, hey, man, I was told that you so-and-so, first name, last name. Why you keep on bringing our mail back and not delivering our mail? Now we getting all of our stuff late, my bills late. Some days I don't get my mail with it. You have a problem with me saying that, wouldn't you? But it's true though. What if I told hundreds of people that you just intentionally not delivering that mail because you feel some type of way? You would have a problem with that. But you're doing it though. You're doing it though. You know what I'm saying? You hide behind the mask that the people who you're not servicing don't know that it's you. But what if they knew it was you?
Correct.
You would have an issue with it, with me telling them that you did it, but you did it.
You did it. Right. No,
but you did it. But you have a problem with that. Now, I'm not saying, again, that's all, you know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. But y'all got to think about it like that. There's hundreds of people that's not getting a possible mail because of you just not delivering your assignment. I'm not even talking about nothing extra, nothing over. I'm not talking about you doing those 15, 16 hours. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the job is what the job is, man. It's there's no special treatment for nobody. No disrespect intent. Like when special circumstances come up, between the union and management, we'll try to work with you with special circumstances. You know what I'm saying? See what can be done within your allotted amount of time as far as you in your first month, your second month, your third month. Okay, let's, you know what I'm saying? There's something in the contract or something in paperwork that allows for some type of leeway. You know what I'm saying? This person got a previous schedule day off or week off or a family plan vacation, but they forgot to tell somebody, or somehow that fell through the loophole. Okay, is that week open? Can we make that happen? Is it something that we can work around to? And we'll do that. You having a bad day today, just found out you lost somebody in your family, so and so. Hey, you know what we can do is do a change of schedule or whatever case, so and so. It's things we can do. Man, you bringing back hours and hours of mail ain't nothing that most people can work around. Especially if your station and you doing it continuously. But this is the thing. You're not even coming back early and leaving early. You still trying to get paid your 8 hours or paid your 8 hours in overtime while bringing back hours of mail.
And what we got, this is what you got to understand. We do the job because of the people that we service. Those people are looking for us to bring those goods of service that they need. So somebody's grandmother is out there waiting on her medication. Start saying that's your grandmother. How would you feel if your grandmother wouldn't get her medication? How would you feel if you ordered your daughter or your son something and they're not going to get the package that you're supposed to bring them? So you got to start having pride in what you do. Stop taking it as, this is just paper. You got to understand, you are standing in the place of somebody who held the door open for you to be able to call yourself a mail carrier. That should mean something to you.
And get paid
Handsomely
to a
for it.
degree. Right now, coming in the door with no experience in the federal system to do it.
Correct. So,
And again, I don't mean to sound some type of way adding to coffee, because I don't want nobody to think I'm picking on them and picking on, or I'm saying that you got to do the pivot anyway, because I ain't that type of person that's going to do no pivot that's assigned to me as no pivot type of deal and stuff like that. But to say that you got an attitude because something changed and now you're intentionally trying to go slow or trying to mess with the mail or trying to, because so you can push it back so you can bring back mail, that ain't cool
at all. You're hurt. Basically, what you're doing would be like taking money out of your own bank account and then asking yourself why you ain't got it in there. The company needs to always be profitable. It needs to always be successful. I'm not going to tell you management is always going to be able to say that they're doing that. Right? So I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, we can hold management accountable for making our business not as profitable, but we ain't going to hold ourselves to that same standard. The standard is the standard. We should all come to work to make the company great. That's the standard. The mission each and every day is to deliver every piece of mail, package, every day. That is every man and woman who touched that property on Monday. That is their job. You should be exhausted to a point of no recovery because that is your job. From management to clerks to custodians to carriers to the people who's putting mail on the belt to the truck drivers to the plane, the pilot. That is the mission. You cannot allow the fight to stop what you're supposed to do. The mission is the mission. We accomplish the mission each and every day. And every day we get a little bit better. Some days we have some setbacks, but it does not compromise the mission. At any point, I get mad in the morning some mornings, but it does not compromise what my job is. I'm pretty sure everybody get irritated at some point of their shift. The mission is to get everything delivered to the American people. That's the mission.
And for clarification, to add to coffee, let's also clarify the newcomers.
Yes.
PSCs and PTF.
Yes.
You're there to assist the regular clerks and the regular carriers.
Yes.
I'll break it down in simplest terms. Let's say it's one carrier for one zip code or one carrier for one block. Let's say it's Coffee is the carrier. Coffee has whatever his schedule is. Coffee's supposed to have an 8-hour day. Coffee got like 10 hours today. Your job as the PTF is to come in and take that 2 hours to put Coffee on time so he's not overburdened. It don't help Coffee if you come in, take the 2 hours, but bring an hour of it back. But he out there doing the other 8. The CCA and PTF is there to assist the regulars in helping deliver mail that would be an overburden to them. Right? That's their title. City Carrier Assistance.
Yes.
Is the assist the city with assistance. Right? If the city needs help because they don't have enough people by whatever means or by whatever standards. Right? Part-time flexible, the same thing. One of the original terms before CCA that turned into CCA and then kind of turned back into PTS, which is crazy because then they just brought back CCAs again anyway. so now CCAs and PTFs they both is a thing right now. Somehow, you know what I'm saying? So, anywho, the difference is again, PTF is just a CCA who has career benefits out the gate. Don't mean you have regular status.
Come on, talk
Clarify.
about it. Talk about
You're not a regular. You have career benefits, meaning you got health insurance and all that stuff out the gate that a CCA doesn't. That don't mean you a regular. That don't mean you have a route. That don't mean you got a rotating off day. That don't mean you got a skip. That don't mean none of that. You just got career benefits. That's it. You still a CCA. If don't nobody explain it or hasn't explained it, you still a CCA. right? You
Correct.
just get better health insurance than the actual CCA. You get some dental better than the CCA. You get your TSP stuff out the gate better than the
Right.
CCA, but you still a CCA. That's why you can still get to sit to any station and stuff like that. None of that part changed, right? And hopefully that'll clarify within the new contract. But then I'm hoping that they put that in the new contract because PTS wasn't in the contract prior. But you're there to assist. If you come there and you're not even completing your assistance, then what we got you for? You know what I'm saying? If you had to move and me and Coffee said, hey man, we're gonna come over there and help you move. But then me and Coffee, when you was lifting the sofa, Coffee was laying on the sofa with Doritos all on his shirt. You can say, hey man, what is Coffee here for, man? We done bought lunch and he done ate lunch. Everybody, she done paid everybody already, but dude ain't even doing nothing. Coffee, man, I took 2 lamps out already. Man, we moving a 2-floor house. You ain't took out nothing but 2 lamps, but technically he did some work.
You're right.
But did he do what his fair share was? No, he didn't. So what do we got Coffee for? Because anybody else could have took out those 2 lamps. And it still would have got done. So that's just been my gripe with PTFs lately, or some of the PTFs, not all. In the misconception that they think that they regulars or carry themselves around or attempt to carry themselves like they regulars in that fashion. You gotta have to put in some work and show me some work before I even look at you like that. No disrespect. But you can't be a CCA and I give people their props. Oh man, you fired. I gave her props. We took bets. Me and the closest supervisor took bets. He took a bet on a guy. I took a bet on her. I'm winning the bet, or I was winning the bet. She killing this dude. Now going in the long stretch like it's a Greyhound race. Now he done came back and passed her, which is crazy because he's only passed her because of her attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy to see that you just let your attitude super like to the next level affect your work performance. It's not that the do actually better. You just carry around an attitude on your shoulders and you let that affect your work performance. So that's just been what I'm dealing with in the past week, man. And I sometimes take that personal.
I mean, I think
but again, it's the job. I took it personal in the military too when they started letting everybody and talking about how we gotta be more in tune with their feelings. And I said, nah, this something different, man. I'm get up out of here. And that's why I didn't renew my contract with the military. I let that go. Now I'm good. Go ahead, Coffee. Oh, you busy?
I think it should be.
Coffee took his mic off, y'all.
I think it should be personal, man. I think if this how you feed your family, it should be personal. And I'm not saying that we're not gonna have days that don't represent who we are as a whole. That's cool. We all have some bad days. We all have some days that I like to call them challenging days. I don't believe nobody got a bad day. If you woke up and your family was alive, I don't call it a bad day. I call it you having challenges today. My problem with that is a standard. And if you're not meeting the standard, it is our job to tell you, you're not meeting the standard right now.
And just not that. Let's add, because we don't want to seem like we're picking on somebody.
Correct.
It's also our job to ask you, why do you think that you're not, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
What do you think is going wrong? What can we do to help you get back into standard or become a better carrier or a better PSE or a better whatever your job function is? We ain't just here picking on you. What can we do to help you? So I think that's been my gripe, man.
Hey, bro, I think we just did the 0.5 right now.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at the goddamn time.
I mean, my closing remarks on this is: we want you here. Do you want to be here? Simple question. Don't confuse coming to work and actually working. It's 2 different things. Everybody show up to the building, but everybody don't show up when it's time to go to work. Which one are you? You're a person who just punch in and then just get your money and go and leave it worse than what it is? Leave every situation. When you come to anything in life, this is just a life lesson. It got a lot to do with the post office. Leave it better than you found it. That's the best thing. Leave it better than you found it. And if you can do that, we're going to be good. But a lot of, stop acting like you know everything, because you a long time ago. You don't know everything, and that's just where it's at. That's food from thought. You already know this your boy Black Knight. That's your boy LA. We're here to get you through these tough, grinding streets in the United States Postal Service. And that's what we're going to do. What you got for him, LA?
Right. And let me, again, clarification. So I want people to think we picking. I said this, I don't know if it was on the previous podcast or the one before. When I said, use your tools. If you feel like you got an issue, if you feel like something's not right, if you feel like something's off, if you feel like you can do better, if you got a personal issue, even if you got a personal issue, some at home, some with a family member, kid, loved one, whatever the case is, talk to your trainer, talk to your safety captain, talk to your steward.
Yes.
If you got that type of rapport with your desk, whether it's the supervisor or the manager, talk to them. Hey man, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't working for me, something not working, I feel like this not right, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, when I'm on the street, I keep getting confused with this. They there to help you. Once you by yourself, you're not really by yourself. You are by yourself when you own a route. Only in the simplest form of that's how routes are. There's one person to a route, unless it's broken up. But you're not just on the street delivering mail with a team of people delivering mail. Like you're just 2 or 3 of y'all on the block. It's you by yourself, but you're not by yourself. Something wrong, talk to someone. Right? If you got a family situation, if it's just a real personal situation, right? They have something called EAP. Ask someone about EAP. Well, I'm telling you about EAP. You know what I'm saying? You need some type of counseling. You feel like you need a therapist, anything of that nature, because you got something very emotional or mentally going on with you that's throwing you off and affecting you and your personal life and at work. Contact EAP. Contact EAP. You know what I'm saying? I'll go into this and into a 0.52 later this week, but that's how you get that help. Don't let that, whatever that is, or short-term thing, whatever that is, cost you a possible career, to cost you a job, to cost you how you put food on your table right now, or pay your bills right now, or something that could be long-term for you or short-term for you, or just it's a hustle right now, it's a grind right now, along with me doing some other things. Don't let those minute things cost you a possible opportunity.
Yes.
Not unless you just really don't want the opportunity, then you just don't want the opportunity, right? So I'm not saying that this job or like any other job or career is for anyone or everyone, right? What I'm realizing in my later years of my 5.5 year tenure is that maybe the job not for everyone. I used to think that there's a very high chance, because the job is so smooth as far as carrying goes, at least to me, that it almost should be for anyone, as long as you can walk mail. But in my later years, it's like, nah, it's not for everyone. Only for the simple fact that you gotta be somewhat strong mentally to be in the post office, especially in this current state, right? And only one can really know that, choose that, is the individual. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your decisions that you got to make at the end of the day, just like everyone else. But let's not act like you're by yourself or you're alone, or someone's necessarily picking on you, unless they really are picking on you. You know what I'm saying? But wherever you drop short or you failing that, there's assistance for y'all. Be it PTF, CCA, PSE, whatever your function is. All right, for those of you who don't know, a PSE is like a clerk. They assist in distribution, and they fill in to assist the clerks in between the clerks' hours. They typically work split shifts, can bounce around to different stations and things of that nature that regulars can't, outside of pool clerks. CCAs and PTFs are like regular carriers in training until they become an actual regular carrier. And they can jump from route to route, bounce around routes, or bounce around stations throughout their district to help with mail delivery and other stations, things that regular carriers can't do. That's the assistance that they provide. And that's not what would you feel like if you had a secretary who didn't let's say you had a secretary who didn't secretary. You know what I'm saying? You come in, she ain't never got your calls down. She ain't taking no voice messages for you. You come in like anybody called. She's like, was 5 people called? Was they important? Yeah, they was important. Who called? I can't remember. Did you write it down? Nah, I didn't have time for that. My son had something going on the phone or whatever. He had a paper cut, so I didn't get no messages. You know what I'm saying? At what point in time you go like, man, you really not assisting me, man. Like I'm supposed to be better off, or the system is supposed to be better off with you and me. It's still a team dynamic though. You know what I'm saying? Batman had Robin still. Robin does grow up to become his own Batman. You know what I'm saying? Robin was cold on his own. He became Nightwing on his own. You know what I mean? To a degree. He was cold. Solo. But for a period of time, he was a Robin.
Correct.
And that was Batman and Robin. You know what I'm saying? And it's a team dynamic. It's a dynamic duo. You got regulars and CCAs, a dynamic duo. We're going to get this mail done together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to service these customers together. We're going to push the post office forward together. Things that I can't do, that I'm not allowed to do by contract, you are. Things that you can't do and what you lack in experience, I make up for. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
I'm here to give you the information so then you can use that and fill in the gaps that that the contract won't let me do, or management won't let me do, or the union won't let me do. That's what you for. And I'm here to give you the experience to make you me, well, not to me, but with my knowledge, but in those gaps. So it's almost like it's 2 me's or 2 senior carriers. You know what I'm saying? You got the young one, and I'm the knowledge. You the muscle, I'm the brain. You know what I'm saying? But together we gonna get it done together. So go ahead, Coffee.
They gotta understand, man. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. That's all it is. It seems to be something. I think what it is, if you come in looking at something as is very impossible, it's going to be impossible to do. If you come in with a bad mindset of, oh, I'm upset, this is bad, everything you see is going to be bad, because you're going to get what you keep focusing on. Stop focusing on, because today is not what you supposed to. It should have been in your mind. You're not in a position or have the knowledge base yet to be able to change that.
But you will.
You will, though.
You will.
In due time.
And you asking those questions and leaning on your resources is what's going to propel you further than me.
Yes.
At some point in time, you should be better than me. I'm going to start declining at a point in time. I know that. My job is to get you, the next generation, prepared to carry or out carry me, because you're going to need that knowledge, and you're going to be that anchor for the next person that's coming behind you. Nobody here wants to see you fail, man.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Coffee want his retirement. I want my retirement. The generation after that want our retirement. The people before us did what they had to do to make sure that the retirement was there for us.
Correct.
So we got to pay it forward. It's not that type of job where someone wants to see you do bad or wants to see you not make it. It's not that type of job. You know what I'm saying? We want to see everybody make it. Ask questions. Lean on that shoulder. Get the information. And you going to get to where you need to get to in due time.
Yes.
In due time.
It's
you're going to be cold with it.
Cold. I'm talking about cold with it.
You're going to be able to go to any route, any station, any whatever the case. Once you make regular, you're going to feel comfortable. Hey, I'll take a route there. I'll take a route here. I'll bid on this route, whatever the case is, because I can do mounting. I can do walking. I can do businesses. I can do stairs. I can do whatever. I can do cold. I can do hot. I can do whatever. I can case any route now because I done got used to how routes go with this, that, and the other, and I can, whatever the case is, you gonna be cold with it. But right now, you almost like a baby in the post office. If you anything less than 90 days is a certified infant. Anything less than 90 days, you're a certified infant, man. There's a lot that you haven't done. And even right now, do you know how often we went to other stations when we were CCAs? With no choice in the matter. How often we went to other stations. A lot of y'all not even going to other stations in y'all first 60. I have been to I don't know how many stations in my first 60 days. For whole days. Sometimes I'm like, damn, did they get rid of me? This is not my station. You know what I'm saying? Did I
Is
get
it
moved?
my new home now?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then sometimes your station get full. They say, no, hey, you know what I'm saying? You report from this station from now on. And then, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they might call you back 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later. Now you back at, you don't know where you at. Now, I'm not saying that I like that system, but that was the system. But what I can say is that made me cold, though. You know what I'm saying? That made me cold with it, and I got it in my head. Once I got it in my head as a CCA that you have no schedule.
At all.
Right? You have no schedule. Once I got that in my head, and I made I don't know how long I had been there, and I had made my whatever time that I can get 12s, and I have no schedule. Once I got that in my head that I can get 12 any day, because I was in during COVID, I get 12 any day, and I got no schedule. I got a higher peace of mind. My irritation levels dropped. It became harder for me to get irritated. Once I realized my position and talking to some regulars and talking to the union, I'm like, dang, I didn't kind of know I signed up for this, but now that I'm here, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't really feel like somebody played me because it's in black and white. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, I just gotta make the best out the situation. Once I got that, I didn't take things personal. Hey, I'll come in, you got me for 12. At any point in time, if I get less than 12, it's a good day. At any point in time, if I didn't get sent to another station, it's a good day.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm expecting every day that I come in now. If you come in expecting the best every day, I don't know what to tell you. You should come in expecting the worst. The worst is you got 12 and you might get to another station. That's the worst. Expect that. And then if you don't get that, every day will be a good day to you, or a decent day.
I tell everybody this.
Go ahead,
the way I grew up in the post office, I grew up like with a wolf pack. Like it was certain things and certain characteristics that you had to have at that time. I'm not going to say it was all right. I ain't going to say everything was good. I ain't going to say everything was bad, but you had to understand where you was, right? You had to have a strong bond with everybody that you're working with, because you're going to need to lean on them at some point at some time. Loyalty was a must. It's us over everybody. That's just where it was. If he was good or bad, I had to deal with you. You part of the pack. That's just what it was. We had to have good communication. Sometimes I told you trash today. Sometimes I don't know why you keep playing around. Like LA said, I got to come out here and help your trash tail. But hey, you're part of the pack. You know what I'm saying? We got a strong bond. We got to tell you about it. And so, and you had to be flexible. You had to be flexible. Some days you're going to have to throw packages. Some days you just got to carry mail. Some days you got to do it all. But you had to be flexible. You had to understand your role in the team is not that great. I don't know that much. I will one day, but right now I'm part of just, hey, I'm the grunt work. I do all the grunt work, and it is what it is. But you will ascend to a hierarchy in the wolf pack. Right now, as a PTF or a PSE, you got to understand the role that you have, we all have had it. You're no better than me. I'm no better than you. At one time,
and somebody,
go ahead.
If y'all thinking this is tough, just add on to keep going, Coffee. Because I don't want to miss this part that you on right now.
All right, go ahead.
My generation had to do what you doing for 2 years. How long you had to do it, Coffee?
I had to do it for 3.
As a CCA.
For 3.
Before Coffee generation, people was doing it for 5 and more.
Yes.
If you feeling this bad for something that you've been doing for 4 weeks and 5 weeks, and y'all got a possible conversion coming up on 6, 7, 8 months or a year at the most. We did it for years. For years. That's not necessarily to make you feel better. That's just to say everybody has their dues. This is you paying your dues. Every regular that you seen had to pay those dues, and they did it for longer than what you're going to do it as.
Yes. You got
So you can get down to a year. Last year, people was getting converted in 6 months and 3 months.
Yeah.
People before us paved the way so that could happen.
Yes. You got to understand.
Go ahead, Coffee.
You got to understand, for you to cry about something that somebody else endured for a long time is telling me that you're not grateful that you're here. Like when people, when I wanted to cry, and somebody told me they had been a CCA for 8 years. I was like, you stayed? So for you to have 1 year or a year and 2 months or whatever the months are, hey, somebody had it tougher than you. And they endured just to keep this opportunity open. It's an opportunity. Some people gonna love it, some people ain't gonna like it, but this is all I can tell you. Every time you cash a check, you're saying that you're okay with the position that you're in. If you want to tell me you don't like it, don't cash the check. Or if you don't like it, cash your last paycheck and say, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Well, all the things that are bad about the post office, let me tell you this, I know worse companies. Because the people at UPS say they wish they was at the post office. The people at Amazon say they wish they was at the post office. The people at FedEx say they wish they're at the post office. You're in a position where somebody else wants to be. We ain't the greatest company. Go ahead.
And then side note with that, Coffee, the more y'all that's in, the less money we make.
Correct.
As far as the regulars go.
Correct.
You're there so I can make, so the company can pay me less money by not giving me as much overtime. So if you leave, I make more money.
Yes.
So it's not hate. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just not to say that I want the money. Some people do, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But you're there to alleviate the overtime so they can pay us less as a nonprofit organization.
Absolutely.
But the more y'all that don't make it and leave, then that opens up more overtime for me and Coffee, and then we able to make more money.
And we want you guys to stay. You do. You gotta. Correct. You gotta understand.
I want a good medium.
Yes.
I want y'all to be here so y'all can get some money, but I also want to make money.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to go back to them days of 14 hours. I don't want to do that.
Correct.
I want to raise my children. I want my children to know who I am. I want to go to their football and basketball game. I don't want to always have to go everywhere in my uniform. I don't need everybody to know where I work at, but that's the only way some of us parents are being able to go to our kids' events, because we have to wear our uniform because we're working from 6 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. and then we got to school. Then we got to walk them into the PTA meeting smelling like outside because you guys just said, man, I don't want it no more. We want you to be here. The question is, do you want to be here? I like going home with the sun up.
Correct. Excuse me. And with that, man, listen, for a job coming in that you can come in with no background in, no experience in, no education in, and I think they all come in making like $23 an hour right now. And I think you, if I'm not mistaken, you still get your 6 month 50-cent raise and your 1 year 50-cent raise, and then you still get your 1 year contract raise. So in your first year, you can go from 23, my bad, to maybe 25.
Facts.
Because your 50 cent and 50 cents is already $1, and then your regular raise is going to be a % raise, which because you already in your 20s, probably could be another $1. Or like 75 cents or something. So you gonna get it like $2 almost in your first year. So coming in with no background, no experience, no knowledge, no nothing, and almost you can go up to $25 in your first year and become a regular at that point in time with all the benefits that you get. Like I don't know what else y'all want, really. You know what I'm saying? But we do gotta be together. Postal Blue Podcast, y'all. Make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button on the Postal Blue Podcast.
Yes,
We
yeah,
are a community,
yeah.
a currently building community. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And we're supposed to be here for each other, and we also trying to build that community and get that knowledge out. Things like this will hopefully let y'all guys have a better day by getting that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Never feel like you by yourself. Use your tools. Let me just throw that out there. Postal Blue Podcast on all streaming services.
All of them.
Make sure you also check the Postal Blue Podcast community on X, formerly known as Twitter. We also are on YouTube under Amazing Studios. You can catch all our podcasts for other shows as well under Amazing Studios on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, I had to get that out the way, just in case I didn't say it before. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all listening. We are a little bit past the 1 hour mark, so I got to interject and make sure y'all know where y'all listen to this. What y'all listen to this at on and where you can listen to further.
Hit that
You know what I'm
subscribe button too. Subscribe.
Yeah, right.
Subscribe.
Shit. Sharing is caring. All you regulars that has issues with your PTFs, you should be sending them this. All you clerks that got issues with y'all PSEs, y'all should be sending them this. You know what I'm saying? Again, although we said PTFs and CCAs, a lot of this also refers to PSEs, who are the CCA and PTFs of their craft, which would be regular clerks, right? You there to alleviate the extra workload from your regulars,
Please. And
right?
and I
Go
want
ahead, Goff.
and I want you guys to understand this. It may sound harsh, but it's tough love. It's not us beating up on you. It's you know what I'm saying? It's us, you know what I'm saying? You know how when your mama used to get you up out of bed when you're about to go to school and she rubbing the Vaseline in you or the lotion on your face real hard and you like, oh my God, mama. She was just trying to prune you and make sure you look your best. That's what we trying to do. We're just pruning you and making sure you can work your best, that you can get paid your best. Therefore, you can have the best. That's all we're trying to do. This is all love, never hate. Got too much love in me to hate you.
No, look, and I told people, look, you can look at it like when you go to college and you want to get a sorority or fraternity, there's a hazing phase. And you're going to be in that hazing phase for whatever amount of time until the hazing is done.
Correct.
You're not going to
Sigmas.
like some things. You might not like streaking. You might not like getting kegs and being in precarious situations and suspicious activities, and they got you sneaking into whatever they got you sneaking in and taking this and taking that and whatever the case they got you doing your hazing phase. But that's you paying the dues to be in, right? Same thing if you go to sports or like basketball and you got a red shirt. That's that person paying they dues. You can't come in here and think you me. You ain't me. That's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But I red-shirted already. Everybody else, even the worst person you think on the team, done red-shirted already. We'd have to sit out while somebody else not getting no type of clock, not getting no play time, not getting no type of stats on the board, and people looking at us like, man, if you ever gonna get in the game? We all had to do that. We all red-shirted. We ain't got no route. We ain't got no case. We ain't got no whatever the case is. You done put your stuff in the tub, put it at somebody's case. That ain't your case. Now you wonder why they move your stuff because it ain't your case.
Right.
You go put your stuff in the locker or something. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get in the game, man. You in the game, but you're not in the game. You still red shirt. You don't got regular status yet, but you'll get there.
You
But
part
you
of
gotta
the
pay
team.
your dues.
You just don't
correct.
have a
You can't just
position on
come
the
in
team yet.
and think you just starting. Like y'all come in, some of y'all, it's not to everybody, it's not to all of y'all. Let me make sure I say that. Apologies if I came off like I'm talking to every PTF or every CCA or every PSE that's coming in doing that, because a lot of them not doing that. A fair amount of them is not doing that. Let me not say a lot. A fair amount of them is not doing that. Some of y'all come in and y'all got decent attitudes to good attitudes and y'all carrying it the way you carrying it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just making it work from day to day. You don't know if you're gonna stay or not, but y'all doing the best y'all can with what y'all got. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate them. We appreciate y'all. If don't nobody said, you hearing it here on the Postal Blue Podcast.
Yes, sir.
For those of you that's coming in with a decent to good attitude, I'm not even saying a good attitude to great attitude. A decent mean, man, I could quit tomorrow, but I'll be there today. And then you leave. Like, you know what? It wasn't a bad day today. I still might quit tomorrow. But then you go in the next day. Like, man, you know what? I still might quit tomorrow now. But let's see what today is. And you just on a day today, you know what
Daily
I'm saying,
day
in your
basis.
head. I still appreciate you too, man.
Day to day.
Listen, if ain't nobody else saying it, I do appreciate you. Your work is noticed.
What you do counts.
And that's from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
we in the Postal Blue Podcast, we represent the whole community. So if ain't nobody saying it, you hearing it here from the community. We appreciate you.
We
Clerks, PSEs, the PSE clerks, I should say, the PTFs and the CCAs. We appreciate y'all.
hey, we see you, we hear you, and we thank you. But the ones who a little rough around the edges, don't worry about it. We're gonna stand you up, get you right. You know what I'm saying? We know one day you gonna have the same problem with a PTF or a PSC or a CCA when you in our position. This is why we give you this tough love so you can keep it going. When you part of us, you always gonna be part. As if you're retired, that means if you're active or you're about to retire, you're part of the family. Then you're part of the wolf pack. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep each other. We gotta prune each other. We gotta groom each other. And that's all love. This ain't about tearing you down. It's about building you up.
All right. With that, again, we was supposed to have a different topic, but because we got into this had to get out. Again, this will be what our future episodes be like.
Right.
Right. Let me clarify. The foundation was letting customers and people know that's new how we got to where we at currently in the post office. That's what our first episode, New Foundation. The next couple episodes over the next couple months supposed to have been bricks on top of that foundation. So we did the blueprint. New Foundation set the blueprint for how the post office is designed now. The episodes after that was all bricks into the foundation, right? So there's a lot of specific episodes so people can go back when we get into talking about stuff like this, and you might hear certain terms used or certain things used. Like, hey, they just said Article 8 and what is that? You can always go back into our catalog and look up what's Article 8. We don't have an episode called Article 8, called Article 3, call this, call that, call EAP, call PTFs and CCAs, call whatever the case. So y'all can always go back, because going forward, maybe after like 4 weeks or so, when we finish laying the bricks, this is gonna be our regular episodes where we just come in. Hey man, what's going on with everybody's also? Hey, what's going on over the past week? Everybody been good. Everybody got situations. What, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna talk about how our week's been going in the post office. And then if we got to do a 0.5 on something specific based on comments that you guys leave on the videos, then that's what a 0.5 is gonna come in at. But right now on these specific episodes prior, these are bricks being laid for the new foundation, so people can get that information. Because a lot of times I go online for specific things and they don't show that specific information, right? So we're going to lay out things in the contract and make it easy for you guys to find. This is what the bricks being laid is for, you know what I'm saying? But going forward, a lot of, not after today just turned into that type of episode, because we was originally supposed to talk about route adjustments and consolidated stations, which is a thing really right now.
Correct.
So we definitely got to get that out for you guys to know what those are, why those things are a thing in the first place, and what you can do and things that, whatever the case. So, but we'll talk about that on another one, right? So this got changed for a whole nother thing, but you expect more episodes like this, a lot more episodes like this, you know what I'm saying? But we got to lay these bricks for you guys first, because we do have a ton of new people in the post office, a ton of new people in the post office.
And we are the podcast for the people. We are talking about, as LA say, this is what we do. We have these same conversations among ourselves, the same way the rest of the post office have them. And we just want to, you know what I'm saying, be a place where it's safe to come have those conversations there and be able to reflect what the community is as a whole. And that's the great thing about, you know what I'm saying, Postal Blue Podcast. We come here to get to you raw. We come give you the bad, ugly, the good. We come to a place to put it in a platform where you can come and be heard. What we saying is what you feeling. And that's the greatest gift that anybody can give you, is to say and feel how you feel.
With that, again, we do appreciate you.
Yep.
We thank you for your service.
Yes.
If nobody at your station said it, we do.
Thank you.
We notice you. We see you. We see the hard work. I see the 10s, I see the 11s, I see the 11s and a halves, I see the 12s on you.
Yeah.
I see it. We appreciate that.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? If nobody ain't said it, we definitely gonna let you know. And I apologize if nobody hasn't said it on behalf of the Postal Blue service. Right? Whether it didn't come from your trainer, didn't come from any regulars around you, if it didn't come from your steward, your supervisor, your manager, you heard it here. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Life is what life is. I've said it before on this show. You do what you can do, and then you can't do what you can't do. Don't let the rest of it stress you.
Correct.
Get the assistance that you need. Talk to who you need to talk to. Get your peace of mind. Always make sure when you leave the post office or any job, but specifically the post office, that when you go home, you can get your peace of mind. That's going to be like one of the biggest things to me.
Yes.
If you leave the post office in the post office current form and you go home to not having a peace of mind, the opposite of having a peace of mind, you and your man into it, you and your girl into it, the kids doing whatever they want to do, like baby's kids, so on, so man, you gonna probably quit the post office.
For real.
You're gonna be so overwhelmed. And again, we did a show called that, right? What was it? New and Overwhelmed, right? What was that, last Sunday?
Yep.
Or whatever. I think it released on Monday. New and Overwhelmed. That's to the new people. Talk to people. I said in that episode, new and overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people. But don't let that get to you, man. Make sure you go home, you get your peace of mind, whatever that costs. Whatever you got to do to get that peace of mind is whatever you gonna have to do to get that peace of mind. Because I had to give up being a father when I was a CCA. I gave up being a spouse when I was a CCA.
Talk about it.
I gave up knowing what dinner was, what breakfast was, what lunch was.
Preach.
Sometimes I went home and just fell asleep. I used to get home and my son be asleep because it's so late. And then I get up before he get up for school. I done got up before he got up. I wasn't even seeing my son throughout the day, like woke. I wasn't even seeing him. I come home, he sleep. When I wake up in the morning to go to work, he still asleep. That happened for a long period of time. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to go through that. I'm saying that's a possibility.
Yes, sir.
I highly doubt you're gonna be out there like we was out there doing the type of time we was doing, because they don't.
We hope not.
Let us do that no more over 12s like that. But again, we used to do, man, some time like up to like 16 hours in a day. And prior to us, I've been outside to about 10:30, 10 something, like almost 11 at night before. I heard it before. People done been out to 12 to midnight into 1 o'clock in the morning before. I haven't experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But I've been out to 10 something at night, just going to other stations trying to get mail delivered. And it was wintertime, so it's cold.
Cold as hell.
You know what I'm saying? But you got it, man. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we so passionate that we went through the fire. We were forged in the fire. That's why we can give you this tough love, because we was there. When you look at, and when you walking past somebody's house, and you walk by somebody's house, they're having dinner, and then you out here so long, you walking by people's house, and they cutting all their lights off to go get into bed for the next day, but you're still delivering mail. We've been there. We understand it's tough, but you will get through it. Just keep walking.
Correct. 5 years ago when I came through, your family could have been in a situation where you needed that stimulus check, and guess who delivered it at 9 or 10 o'clock at night? What if I would have kept taking your stuff back when not delivering your stuff? You could have been in a situation. I was on your porch with a headlamp and black cargo pants because I didn't have no uniform. Well, I would say 5 years ago, yeah. Because I would have been in about 5 months at that time. So I came in May, June, July, August, September, October. That would have been October 2019, 5 years ago for me, right? So I was on black cargo pants because I ain't had no uniform, with a postal vest on that glue in the dark, or I got the highlighted strips on it. You know what I'm saying? And a headlamp on my head, and I was creeping up your stairs with some Yak Tracks on to put mail in this mailbox. I was doing that at Western Station. I was doing that at Titonia. I was doing that at King. And I was doing that at Hampton a lot, West Milwaukee some. That don't make sense to you guys because y'all don't know that, but I just named some stations, and with those stations come zip codes. So if you lived in them zip codes, During COVID, I was delivering y'all mail, man.
All day, every
Packages,
day.
medicine, everything. Your family ordering groceries because they can't go outside. We was the connecting factor in the United States for people to survive. People's ordering everything through the post office, man. They gonna count on you.
All day, every day.
They count on you way more than you know, way more than you think. You don't know what's in packages. A lot of people get medicine and things in packages now. You know what I'm saying?
I only had one.
We got to get that delivered.
I only had one gripe.
To the best of our abilities.
I only had one gripe during the COVID time. It was the only one gripe I had, man. And I ain't got it's not against them. The first responders. Everybody loved the police. They loved the paramedics, the fire departments, nurses, and doctors. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, so the post office can't get no love? All this stuff we doing, we can't go to McDonald's. They got everybody up there like, hold on, buddy. How you think y'all getting them paychecks up out of here? You know, that was my only gripe then. You know, I don't. You know, my customers love me, and I know a lot of customers love all of us. But you know, that was my only gripe. If it's a first responder to during the COVID time, if it wasn't medical, it was us. If it wasn't medical, we delivering medication. We making sure that you getting your test results. We delivering tests to you. The post office does so much, and you as being a member of the post office are doing so much. We thank you. We see you. We love you, and continue to do what you do.
Look, on to that. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man. To the coffee point. It was disrespectful, man. Y'all disrespected us during COVID.
Yes.
We was disrespected. Dude, in my opinion, we had the highest chance of getting COVID out of any of the first responders.
Wow.
Any of the first responders.
Mm-hmm.
That's no disrespect to them. Police going to your house every so often. They driving down the street, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody typically, mostly outside, so it shouldn't be them many incidents. Your nurses is probably right after us. But to me, it ain't nobody close. If I got to go to a house and it's 5 to 6 people could be in this house, a parent and 2 to 3 kids or whatever the case is, any of them could have COVID. Any of them could have touched this banister, could have touched that doorbell, could have touched that, whatever the case is. Then they got an upstairs and there's 3 or 4 more people up there. Then they could have touched their door, could have touched their doorbell any of them people could have COVID, or the whole house could have COVID. And I have no choice but to go there to deliver their mail, to touch their mailbox, or to ring their doorbell, or whatever the case, for their packages, for their mail. And I got to do that all day. And it was people who was being disrespectful, who was still coming outside during the time and trying to walk past you on the sidewalk. Dude, you ain't supposed to be out here, man.
Talking to you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be out here by myself, safely, delivering this mail and these packages, man. You ain't supposed to be out here, man. It's like, man, a breakout gonna happen.
Open up the door, and still talking to you. The person
that you going past. We still got to go to businesses. You know what I'm saying? We had to go to, at any given house, you could have 5 to 10 people that could have left anything on that, between the sidewalk and that porch, for as far as germs or COVID, signs of COVID, and we don't have no choice but to walk through it. For every house, 5, 6, 700 houses or addresses. Then we went down because a lot of people retired. So now you got guaranteed overtime. This is what a 12, 13, 14, 15 hour days come from. So now you going from having 700 addresses on your 8 hours to now you doubling that to possibly having 1,400 addresses. So now that's almost probably like, let's say 1,000, because we're going to take out some for duplexes, like 1,000 houses during one day. At any one of them times that you went to that house, you could have got COVID, because we don't know how many people done touched anything on this porch. Anytime.
And we kept coming day after day after
every day.
All day, years. All night. All day.
For 2 years.
Literally all night.
We had way more run-ins with possibly getting COVID to anybody else, to me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because out of 1,000 addresses, even if you average 200 people, or 2 people per address, it's still over 2,000 people. But in reality, it's like 3,000 people that I had to service during that one day. And I got to be back tomorrow.
7 days a week.
To do it all over again.
7 days a week, people. I want y'all to understand that. When you're PTF CCA, that was 7 days a week.
We were doing like 13, 14 days in a row, doing like 12 to 16 hours a day for 13 to 14 days in a row before getting one off day, then doing it all over again for 13 to 14 days in a row before getting one day off and doing it all over again.
Yes, sir.
So for 2 years. And you're not saying and not to mention when you don't even know that you might have it that day, and you got to go home to your wife or your husband and kids and possibly take that home, but don't know if you got it or not that day.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a time, man. I felt like we was disrespected, man, and I feel like we never got our just due. I also feel like the Postal Service is playing in this contract with our money from back then.
Come on, talk about
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reinstate that.
Go ahead, talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all playing games and y'all really been disrespectful.
For real.
Y'all really being to say that we either deserve a raise going forward, or we should get back pay for something that we done did already during COVID, but not wanting to give us both sounds disrespectful as
hell.
Man, I want to say cuss words, but we trying to make sure that this spread out to everybody.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful.
But if I can say the stuff I wanted to say, Doug, is man, like somebody should be getting hands and feet.
Don't say it.
Somebody should be getting hands and feet, bro. If somebody told me that in my face across the table and we was negotiating, they just have to call postal inspectors, because somebody gonna get hands and feet right then and there. Because I feel like you purposely being disrespectful
all day.
You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, Coffee, I can either give you a raise or I give you the money that I owe you. Which one you want?
Both.
Give you the money that you deserve going forward, or give you the money that I owe you. You gotta choose between getting the money you deserve and getting the money you're owed. You would think in the natural state you should get both. For somebody to say, no, I'll give you one or the other, it's disrespectful, bro.
Yes, hell.
Disrespectful. So community, make sure we stay on top of that with your unions and these new contracts, with the upcoming raises and the back pay for hazard pay during COVID and all this, that, and the other that's going on with these negotiations. Make sure y'all stay on top of whatever you got to stay on top of. Make sure you check in with the APWU on the website and things of that nature. They supposed to be posting updates on there, whatever the case is. I don't know if they are or not, man. I don't ever go on there because I got beef with the union. Listen, union. In the LC, y'all got an episode coming up. APWU, y'all got an episode coming up. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, we talking to you. And then, of course, management, y'all got your own specific episode coming. Like the disrespect is crazy around here, dog. Disrespect is crazy in these last 5.5 years, man. People gotta get talked to crazy. Y'all can't keep letting it slide.
Hey man, go ahead and get them the outro or where they can find us at, so we can get up out of here. We don't want to take up too much of their time.
Oh no, what time is it? 8:49. Yeah, we get up out of here. Again, this has been another episode of the Postal Blue Podcast. I believe this is episode 7. You know what I'm saying? Originally, again, was supposed to be route adjustments and station consolidations, and we do try to combine those two, but we might make those some 0.5s in the future. Who knows? If it's not the next episode 8. But again, it's been another episode of Postal Blue Podcast. We are your hosts. I am your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, also known as Ice. That is your main man, Black Knight. I really Coffee. Well, Coffee, I don't know what your AKA is. Is it Coffee aka Black Knight, or are you Black Knight and you going with AKA Coffee? How you rocking that now?
So, you know what I'm saying? It's Coffee aka Black Knight. It's it can be Coffee aka Black Knight, aka, you know what I'm saying, Wolfpack leader, aka I want the best for your life, aka I ain't gonna let them run over us, aka I'm the bus driver, aka I'm the front line of defense, whatever you feel.
And with that, man, we're gonna give it up for another good episode, another great episode, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hopefully y'all get some knowledge. Again, this was not meant to be a deterrent from new people coming into the post office, nor be a deterrent for new people staying in the post office. Right? I'm not gonna say this is necessarily a motivational episode as well, but I do feel like it was something that was needed to be said, and I feel like there was knowledge that you knew PTFs, PSEs, and CCAs need to hear. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who might not be getting it. And with that, again, we appreciate y'all, CCAs, PTFs, PSEs. We do appreciate y'all. That goes to truck drivers too, because truck drivers, when they're not regulars, they're still called PTFs as well.
Yes,
For
sir.
those of you who didn't know, they're PTFs as well. I don't know what the mail handlers versions is.
I think they all
And I think
they all fall under the clerk craft.
no, what are they new ones called? Like the ones that's not full time for mail handlers. Are they PTFs as well?
I think they all PTFs.
And then also shout out to the custodians that we've been getting come in. I think they call like PRTs or PTRs or something like that. Man, listen, this is the post office. They try to follow some type of military thing. They got a lot of acronyms, man. Don't try to keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure that we do cover the ones that I can think of currently off the top of my head. Again, we don't do nothing scripted over here. It's all freestyle. It's all right off the top. It's all organic. When we talk to each other, it is what it is. It's just how we so happen to be feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate my brother Coffee showing up. Shout out to our sister Fee, who couldn't make it on this episode. Also shout out to Watkins. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Q. Congratulations to our little brother Leo. He got a
Yes,
baby shower
sir.
October 6th for his first child down in Ohio. If I didn't
Stand
say
up.
it, I am saying it now. Shout out my boy Leo. We might as well shout out Q too. Our other little brother Q. He get married next year. Shout out, get that out the way.
Get that
Hey,
out
y'all
the
make
way.
sure to tag this episode with that in the comments. That way, when he say that we didn't say nothing, we can go find it. It's online, bro. We did that already a long time ago. And again, we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate all the hard work. We appreciate all the regulars. We appreciate the good people in management. We appreciate the stewards that's actually stewarding. And the safety captains that's safety in out here. You know what I'm saying? We know that. I know that's not some terms, but I'm making it some terms today. Appreciate y'all. Blessings, love. People are still coming down with COVID every so often, so y'all make sure to stay safe out here. Be safe out here.
And stay at home
if you got
COVID, man. Stop going places if you got COVID. Stay your sick butt at home, get better, and then come outside.
Some people's immune system not working, man. I don't know if it's y'all immune system. Y'all need to drink orange juice and get under a warm blanket, man. Y'all gotta stop taking so much medicine too, man. Your body gotta fight something off, bro. You gotta fight something. Now, I'm not telling you to fight COVID. You might have to medicine up to fight COVID. Yeah, let me retract that. You might have to medicine up to fight COVID. If you haven't been using your immune system over the years, medicine up to fight COVID, bro. Okay? Because I don't want something to happen to you and you like, man, coffee and ice told me don't take no medicine. I'm like, nah, listen. Your immune system ain't been working. We just think that it might not be working. So you go ahead and medicine up and you get over that. And then after you get better, then build your immune system back up. Shout out to all our older people. Shout out to all our newer people. Postal Blue Podcast. Y'all make sure to check out Iced Coffee. We back real soon. The Iced Coffee Podcast, season 2.
Coming
and y'all make sure
fire.
to check out Unjustified Behavior. Okay, Iced Coffee is me and Coffee show. I mean, we don't talk about nothing that's work related, and the instances or organic behavior that we have now in communication is what it is. But we talk about all types of wild stuff. Girlfriends, your boyfriends,
threesomes.
I won't say some terms, but some ain't joke. Yeah, man. Body counts, just life, raising kids, cheating, not cheating,
baby
what's
mamas,
cheating,
baby daddies.
Not cheating is all cheating. Not cheating is all cheating. Not cheating is all cheating. You know what I'm saying?
All cheating ain't all cheating.
There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? All cheating ain't cheating. You know what I'm saying?
All cheating ain't cheating.
But stay tuned for those. Season 2 gonna be fire. And y'all might want to be there for that. Also gonna be on Amazing Studios on our YouTube channel. You make sure to go and subscribe over there. But y'all can also make sure to already go up because we got the trailer for season 2 up, just so you can be able to find it. And go ahead, make sure you follow that, subscribe to that.
Get them subs up. I'm telling you, that's gonna be fire. Tell your grandma them.
Yeah, y'all gonna want to be there for that. Correct. And with that, man, we're gonna get up out of here. Again, appreciate y'all, love y'all, be safe, stay healthy, and until the next one, this has been the Postal Blue Podcast, y'all. Appreciate you. We're gonna hit you with the outro, and we gone. Appreciate it.
Subscribe to the podcast for all future episodes and make sure to share with someone. We appreciate everyone, and there's a lot more to come.
A lot more.
Too
Peace.
much.